Now children, let us start with the next topic, that is isomerism. Okay, we will keep practicing IUPAC nomenclature every now and then. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, that is isomerism. You know what is isomerism? That is the same molecular formula represented in two different structural forms. This we have studied in 10th class. Okay, now we are going to go a little further in isomerism here in carbon compounds. Now this isomerism is of two types. One is structural isomerism and the other one is called as stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism is two-dimensional, whereas stereoisomerism is three-dimensional. Okay. Now this structural isomerism is again further divided into many types. One is chain isomerism. Then you have position isomerism. Then you have functional isomerism. Then you have metamerism. And you have tautomerism. Okay, these are the 5 types coming under structural isomerism. Now what is chain isomerism? The name itself is suggesting that there is difference in chain length. Okay, now say for example you have, this is C4H10, that is butane. Now the same 4 carbon chain could also be written like this. The number of carbon atoms are same. This is also C4H10. This is also C4H10. You know it very well. This is isobutane. This is butane. Now the difference lies in the chain length. Okay. This is a 4 carbon chain. This is a 3 carbon chain. So these two isomers are coming under the category chain isomerism. Okay. So you have all the isomers of pentane, all the isomers of hexane, they all come under chain isomerism where the chain length differs. Okay, only the chain length will differ. Now say for example if I give you OH, now again only the chain length is differing and the position of OH is remaining the same. Here also it is attached to first carbon. Here also it is attached to first carbon. Okay. So there is no difference in the position of the functional group. The difference lies only in the carbon chain. It's a 4 carbon chain. This is a 3 carbon chain. Okay. So again these two are also called as chain isomers only. This is called as butanol and this is called as 2-methyl propan 1-ol. This is how you write. Okay. Now both are isomers. Which isomers? They are chain isomers because the chain length differs. Right? Okay. Now let us go a little further. Now say for example I have OH attached here. How would you call this? You will call this as butan 1-ol, but this you will call it as butan 2-ol, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You will number the carbon chain from left to right, giving least position to the carbon holding the functional group. So you will number it from here. So here the OH group is attached to second position. Here the OH group is attached to first position. Now where is the difference? The difference lies in the position of OH. Okay. Here also it is a 4 carbon chain. Here also it is a 4 carbon chain. The difference lies in the position of functional group. So these two are called position isomers. Okay, they are called position isomers. Butan 1-ol and butan 2-ol, they are called as position isomers. Right? So you may give in terms of the position of double bond or triple bond and the chain length is same. Then they are also coming under the same kind of isomerism, that is position isomerism. It need not be only functional group, even double and triple bond are also considered under functional group only. Say pent 2-ene and pent 3-ene and pent 2-ene अच्छा 3 नहीं होगा बिकॉज 3 से तो इधर से नंबरिंग होगा. सो लेट अस टेक a 6 carbon chain. Okay, so here it is. The position of double bond is between 2 and 3, and if the position of the double bond is between 3 and 4, then this is also coming under position isomerism. This is hex 2-ene, this is hex 3-ene. Okay, they are also position isomerism. Okay, now let me come to the next one, that is, say C2H6O. I have given you a molecular formula C2H6O. Now, how can you write the structure for this? C2, तो 2 कार्बन बना ली, and there is 1 oxygen. Now, this 1 oxygen tells you this molecular formula could be an alcohol, because O है ना, तो वो OH के फॉर्म में हो सकता है, या it could also be in the form of CHO, that is also 1 oxygen containing functional group. It could also be a ketone. तीनों में एक एक ऑक्सीजन ही होता है. अब ये C2H6O किस में फिट हो रहा है? इसके अलावा और क्या है? There is also ROR, ये भी एक है, is it not? So once you see an oxygen in the molecular formula, now just write, list out what all functional groups do you know containing 1 oxygen. OH, CHO, then C double bond O, that is ketone, and then OR, that is ether. ठीक है, ये चारों लिख दिए. अब इसमें हम C2H6 और O इसको कैसे फिट करते हैं ये देखते हैं. तो 2 कार्बन लगा लें. लगाने के बाद 1 2 3 4 5 OH लगाने से तो C2H6O हो गया. दिस इज C2H6O. Okay, now let us try. Can we write with the same molecular formula showing this functional group? So 1 2 CHO बोला था आपने. There are only 2 carbon atoms, so I am putting it as aldehyde. Okay, ये डालने के बाद हमारे पास बचा the valency of this carbon to be satisfied, तो 3 लगा दिए. तो इसमें 1 2 3 4, only 4 hydrogen atoms are there and 1 oxygen is there. That means this is C2H4O. Now this is not coinciding with this formula. That means this is not an isomer. Now if you write ketone, for ketone the minimum number of carbon atoms is 3. You are having only 2. So ketone cannot be written. Now come to the last one, that is ROR. ROR means COC. This is how you will write. ठीक है, this is ether. Okay, oxygen surrounded by 2 carbon. Now इसके साथ 3 हाइड्रोजन, इसके साथ 3 हाइड्रोजन लगा दिया. तो ये हुआ 3 + 3 6 2. तो C2H6O इसमें टैली हो रहा है. So what you have found, this ether and alcohol, they are functional isomers. Both of them are represented by the same molecular formula C2H6, but it could be an alcohol also, it could be an ROR also. Is it not? So they are called functional isomers. Okay, C2H6O, it can be either ethanol or it could be methoxymethane, right? So this is what you call it as functional isomerism. Same molecular formula, but functional groups are different. Okay, they are called functional isomers. Now let us take one more example. C3H6O. Okay, C3H6 में अगेन इसमें भी वही डालो. OH हो सकता है, CHO हो सकता है, कीटोन हो सकता है और ईथर हो सकता है. Now let us try now. Now if you put a 3 carbon chain and OH. Now this is C3, 3 + 2 5 + 2 7 + 1 8. तो C3H8O बन रहा है. ठीक है, और मैंने क्या दिया, C3H6O दिया, इसमें 2 हाइड्रोजन ज़्यादा है, तो ये अल्कोहल नहीं हो सकता। अगर अल्कोहल नहीं हो सकता तो ईथर भी नहीं हो सकता, ठीक है, बिकॉज अल्कोहल एंड ईथर आर ओनली functional pairs, functional isomers. Now if you consider aldehyde, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, H. Now count the hydrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1 oxygen. तो ये C3H6O इसमें टैली हो रहा है. Now let us see ketone, C double bond O, C. Ketonic group can always come in between the chain only, it cannot be at the terminal position. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. तो इसमें भी C3H6O ठीक बैठ रहा है, ठीक है. So aldehyde and ketone will make a functional pair. Alcohol and ether will make a functional pair. Okay. So this is what you have to understand. So we'll go further a little later.